Kim and Paris ruined my childhood. I used to be their friend, and they would take me to Epstein Island and present me in front of adults.
He got him, and he got him in multiple different areas. Look at this. So this has to do with somebody that was filing complaint against Maxwell that had all types of Kardashian ties.
Basically, all I want to do is crawl in a hole and stay there for the rest of my life. You tell me what I should do.
We thought the Epstein files could not get any more disturbing, but now another batch has appeared containing allegations linking the Kardashians to Britney Spears' conservatorship. According to these claims, they supposedly made as much as $200 million and continued benefiting from Britney even after she was free. The allegations also point to Hollywood manager Lou Taylor, who has long faced scrutiny over her connection to the situation. During the Free Britney movement, many people were already questioning possible connections between the Kardashians, Taylor, and the conservatorship. Now, newly discussed material from the Epstein records has brought those questions back into the spotlight. As many people know, Britney lived under a conservatorship from 2008 until 2021, leaving others with control over her finances and major parts of her personal life. When the Free Britney movement grew in 2021, people began examining how the arrangement had been created and who had benefited from it. Their research repeatedly brought up Lou Taylor, the head of the Hollywood management company TriStar, along with people connected to the Kardashians. Reports have claimed Britney's father, Jamie Spears, received more than $40,000 from Lou. The allegations say the two then discussed placing Britney under a conservatorship, which could have given Jamie enough money to cover that debt and potentially leave additional money for him and Lou to divide. Britney's mother also reportedly wrote in her memoir that Lou and Jamie had discussed the possibility of a conservatorship while Britney was still struggling with her health.
I called you earlier. I'm calling again because I just wanted to make sure during the process of ending the conservatorship that my father threatened me several times that still take my children away. I just want to be guaranteed that everything will be fine with the process.
Amid a media frenzy, the 26-year-old pop star was brought by ambulance to a Los Angeles hospital.
You start to think, well, okay, who gained from her dying?
There were more unanswered questions after the autopsy came out than there were answered questions.
I brought 4 sheets of paper in my hands and wrote in length what I had been through the last 4 months before I came there. The people who did that to me should not be able to walk away so easily.
Now, you are probably wondering exactly where the Kardashians enter this story. According to several reports and claims, they have had major business connections with Lou Taylor and TriStar. Court documents from 2020 and 2021 reportedly listed Lou as the agent for service of process for several Kardashian-Jenner companies. In simple terms, if one of those businesses faced a lawsuit, legal documents could be sent directly to her. Companies mentioned include Kim's KKW fragrance business, Kylie's King Kylie LLC, Kris Jenner's Family Foundation, Kendall's 818 Tequila, and even Travis Scott's Cactus Jack. Britney supporters who investigated the matter have alleged that money belonging to Britney was moved through TriStar and into Kardashian-related businesses. They claim the funds may have been used to support Kylie Cosmetics and that some of the money was allegedly connected to Kim purchasing a home with cash. Afterward, one investigator pushed the allegations even further, claiming the Kardashians may not have made only $200 million but possibly closer to $600 million. The allegation is that Kim was involved in an effort to take control of Britney's supposed $600 million fortune. Supporters have pointed to Kim's relationship with Lou Taylor and claimed the two were working together to move Britney's money. They also claim Kim bought a house with cash using Britney's money shortly after the events unfolded.
Word in Hollywood is that the Kardashians may have stolen $600 million from Britney Spears.
But the allegations do not stop there. Journalist Liz Crokin, who has also reported on claims involving Jay-Z and the alleged murder of Kathy White, entered the discussion as well. According to her comments, the Kardashians and Diddy were clients of Lou Taylor's TriStar. Taylor has been accused of creating and managing what critics describe as an unlawful and fraudulent conservatorship involving Britney Spears. There have also been claims that Kylie Jenner's beauty company may have been used to move Spears' money. And according to these allegations, Britney may not have been the only person Lou Taylor considered targeting. Lindsay Lohan has also been mentioned, although no conservatorship involving her resulted from those claims. Things became even more controversial because the Kardashians publicly supported Britney during the Free Britney movement, while some critics argued that the support was simply public relations. Those questions became louder after reports claimed Lou Taylor attended Kris Jenner's recent birthday celebration. Critics found it difficult to understand how someone could publicly support Britney while remaining close to a person accused of helping create her conservatorship. Lou Taylor has reportedly maintained close business and personal connections with members of the Kardashian family. She was also reportedly present at Kris's 69th birthday celebration. Britney could still be facing serious consequences from everything surrounding this story. Kris Jenner also faced criticism years ago after reports about California Community Church, an organization she was connected to. Claims stated that members, including her children, were expected to pay $1,000 every month just for membership, along with donating more than 10% of their income. Some critics believe the system may have been used as a tax strategy disguised as religious giving. As people looked deeper, more questions began appearing. Diddy has also been described in reports as a client of LSE, while claims have suggested the church may have been used to receive payments that appeared charitable but were allegedly intended to discreetly pay other people.
Taylor apparently is paying off, allegedly, some of Diddy's victims from this slush fund through...
But this is where the story becomes even more serious. In recently discussed Epstein documents, the Kardashians were reportedly named in connection with a complaint submitted to federal authorities during the Ghislaine Maxwell case. Complaint accused the Kardashian family of maintaining close connections with Maxwell and Epstein. According to the allegations, the Kardashian sisters worked with Maxwell to misuse the complainant's name for business and financial purposes, including claims involving children and possible surrogacy arrangements. Complainant also accused them of stealing money, committing fraud, and allegedly being involved in crimes against children. The complaint further claimed that Khloe and Kendall showed particular interest in the person's marriage and name change. It also alleged that Kim Kardashian was mentioned by Lisa Julie, who was identified as Tiger Woods' former lover, in connection with alleged identity theft and a $600 million cosmetics company. The document then included a statement about being given medication.
They tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. And they when I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears too. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson
or worse, yeah. So look at what they did. Look at what they did to Britney. When she went in, she was tired, she was exhausted, she was in a bad way. But 10 years of that medication wrecked her brain. You can see it now.
I personally like to sue my family, to be totally honest with you. I also would like to be able to share my story with the world and what they did to me, instead of it being a hush-hush secret to benefit all of them. I want to be able to be heard on what they did to me. By making me keep this in for so long is not good for my heart. I've been so angry and I cry every day. It concerns me. I'm told I'm not allowed to expose the people who did this to me. For my sanity, I need you, to the judge, to approve me, do an interview where I can be heard on what they did to me. And actually, I have the right to use my voice and take up for myself. My attorney says I can't, it's not good. I can't let the public know anything they did to me, and by not saying anything is saying it's okay. I don't know what I said here. It's not okay. I don't want to interview. I'd much rather just have an open call to you for the press to hear, which I didn't know today.
The DOJ says it has released everything required. But one person reviewing the numbers says the figures do not match. According to the claims, around 2.5 million pages are still missing, and the person believed to have information about them has now been subpoenaed. This week alone produced more shocking developments than many entire months combined after the official Epstein files release. And this story is still very much relevant in 2026. Records connected to the case continue to be withheld, and millions of pages remain under scrutiny. Every time another group of documents becomes public, additional powerful names appear, people face pressure to resign, and new allegations emerge. Pam Bondi has now been subpoenaed.
Justice has released so far, and the manner in which it did so makes one thing clear: someone or something is being protected.
Let's begin with the biggest political development of the week. On March 17th, the House Oversight Committee formally subpoenaed Attorney General Pam Bondi over the DOJ's handling of the Epstein files, or what critics say has been a failure to properly handle them. Her deposition was scheduled for April 14th, 2026. That date could become extremely important for the entire investigation. Before that, on March 19th, Bondi agreed to meet privately with the committee on a voluntary basis. She appeared before lawmakers, but Democrats reportedly walked out. Their complaint was that Bondi did not make firm commitments or guarantee full cooperation. According to critics, she provided little meaningful information. Committee's questions focused on two major issues. First, why are 2.5 million records allegedly still unavailable to the public? Second, why are another 3.5 million pages reportedly so heavily redacted that much of the material cannot be properly read? This was not simply a Democrat versus Republican dispute. 5 Republicans joined Democrats in supporting the subpoena. That kind of bipartisan action is rare in today's political environment. When members of both parties agree that something needs answers, it makes the situation harder to dismiss. Then there are the numbers. The DOJ has said it followed the law, released 3.5 million pages, and complied with the Epstein Files Transparency Act. On the surface, that sounds like the department completed its responsibility.
Producing more than 3 million pages, including more than 2,000 videos and 180,000 images. In total, that means that the department produced approximately 3.5 million pages in compliance with the Act. Just a quick note about the videos and images. The 2,000 videos and 180,000 images are not all videos and images taken by Mr. Epstein or someone around him. President Trump has said for years what I think everybody will find to be exactly true, which is detailing his relationship and lack thereof with Mr. Epstein and what he thought about Mr. Epstein, and notwithstanding what the department has been saying for a very long time, we're still.
She reportedly warned him to trust no one except his lawyer. His cousin Amy Duggar King said she was not surprised, according to her own comments. Now, moving to Eugene Merman and a serious vehicle accident. If you watch Bob's Burgers, you may recognize Eugene Merman as the voice of Gene Belcher. On March 31st, he was reportedly pulled from a burning vehicle in New Hampshire after the car caught fire and crashed into the Bedford Toll Plaza. He was trapped inside the vehicle. As of April 2nd, he was still hospitalized, although his condition had not been officially confirmed. That name sounds familiar for another reason. He was reportedly connected to the Mueller report, the investigation into alleged Russian interference in the 2016 election. Before that, he served as FBI director for 12 years and was involved in major cases involving crime boss John Gotti and Manuel Noriega. His career had a major impact on American law enforcement. Right now, in April 2026, claims say 2.5 million pages connected to the Epstein files are still being withheld. Several prominent people have yet to publicly respond to what the records reportedly say about them, and more information could still emerge. April 14th is the date to watch because that is when Pam Bondi was scheduled to answer questions before the committee. That deposition could change the direction of the entire story. Now I want to hear what you think. Who do you believe could be the next major name to face serious consequences? Put your prediction in the comments. I read them all. And if one of your predictions turns out to be correct next week, I'll make sure to give you a shout out.